Welcome back to the morning show on XL7 TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora.
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir?
I'm good.
That's good.
Good week. We listed a couple of homes. We helped some people out, answered questions, talked to people from different states that had sent email requests in and called me. I talked to a guy from outside of Massachusetts, in Massachusetts, outside of Boston, in Massachusetts. They're going to be coming here in a couple of months. They're fed up.
Yeah.
Just fed up. And that was some of the terms that he used. So they're going to be...
That was
yeah. So they'll be, within the next couple of months, they've got their place listed, and we talked about that and what they can do here, and ready to go.
How do they find you from Massachusetts?
Website, retiredtoarkansas.net is a real easy search. We're thinking about retiring to Arkansas. If you get those in there, we're going to pop.
Is that how these people found you?
Yeah. Online, yeah.
Isn't that smart?
What a kind
The
of
retired
Arkansas. That was my honey. She came up with it
Yeah.
some years ago, and we've got other domain names that if someone was searching, they would come up, but it would
Redirect
point you
to-
back into
yeah.
retired Arkansas. I don't know. We got a number of domains, and so that's my honey. Always think
That's the
you know,
smart thing to
that's-
do when you're
oh,
searching. Yeah,
Sure.
It's all the word association.
Because you got to make sure that you protect your own domain too. So you got to get variations of that. So if you tell somebody, I know they said something about retire and you buy up things that are close.
Yeah.
Generally, this time of the year, is it usually slow?
It slows down, sure. But, I mean, it's the holidays. People are looking to just kind of enjoy the season and not. People don't want people traipsing in and out of the houses. So just getting showings can sometimes be a little more difficult. That could be kind of a challenge because people are up visiting. They're up here visiting Ma or Aunt Helen or whatever the case may be. So they've been thinking about it for a little while and they want to take a look.
And you'll get the outside showing, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's one today at one of the houses. So things are, life still goes on. And we say that all the time. That life happens, and so people come down here looking, and some people will be down here looking, saying, Ma, you really need to come back with us. You need to, come back to Cleveland, Dallas, whatever it may be, and
Put the house
we
up for
need
sale.
to think about this. Yeah. Put the house up for sale and get rid of some of this stuff that you've had for ever. Some of Dad's stuff, some of Dad's tools that have been in the garage now for 3 years, and just those are the kind of things that we do spend a lot of our time helping people with, in that personal touch of us being there with them and just kind of walking them through that. Just kind of ease the memories can be, you're taking your memories with you, but the house stays.
Yeah.
And it makes a big difference. And it's because of that, because of the way we treat our customers, because of the service that we give our customers, we're going to be, I'm amazed, I'm dumbfounded with this, President Award winners for the 5th year in a row.
Nice. Congratulations.
Awesome.
And that's,
excellent.
I mean, the money end of it isn't as important as the customer service end of it, because there's people that sell more than we do. There's no question about that. But nobody gives the service that we give when we're trying to help people. And that for 5 years in a row, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
impressive.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's
makes
pretty
you feel
cool.
good. Yeah.
So,
It's like Scooter and I always say. Well, Scooter always says that you're the realtors that you're in Walmart or at a grocery store, and and hey, there's Bob and Linda. There's my realtors.
Yeah. Yep.
You want that and walk up and say hi and
you're there, or I'll be talking and look at you're that guy.
yeah.
Yeah, I am. But I have spent a lot of time, I don't know, 16, 17 years of doing radio. And the years that we've been, what have we been here? 3, 4?
Been 4, I think.
Yeah.
Been 4? Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be here, and we're at events. We're doing things. I'm on the chamber board. We're on the Republican Party in Marion County. We're active over there. We were active when we were living here in Baxter County. Those are the kind of things that people, I'm at the gun shows. People are like, what are you going to sell here? Ain't going to sell a thing. But I'm going to talk to people, and I have sat down at listing appointments, and the guy will look at me and go, where do I know you from? And I'll
Right.
say, well, we talked at the gun show in Baxter County, 3 months ago or a year ago, whatever it may be. That's what you got to do. You got to, stay top of mind.
Yeah.
Because there's some great realtors out there, and they're all hustling too. So you got to be the one that they remember. You need to be the one that stands out, and this is giving the information that we give every week with This Week in Real Estate has been our key to getting people on board with what it is we do and how we can help them. It's a big decision. There's a lot going on. Great, now the interest rates are down quite a bit, and that's going to make a difference going into the new year.
Did you get an update from Chris?
I didn't get it today, and it may be in my mail. I didn't see it this morning when I looked, but it was down around 6.6. So that's a big
Yeah.
difference. Now, but you don't hear that. You don't hear that on the news that the interest rates are down to 6.6. No, you when they were hitting 8, big story.
Yeah.
Because there was a little fear factor in there.
Yeah.
They're down to 6.6, where people can go back to start to think about, well, maybe we should be looking at houses again.
Yeah.
Big difference. And there's like 325 houses right now.
That's the biggest
That's a
inventory
big-
there's been in the last 5 years, isn't it?
Pretty near. Yeah. I bet we're close to 5 years. I know.
Did you hear that? Hold on.
since-
Did you hear that?
Pretty near?
Pert near.
Pert
Pretty
near.
near.
You
Pert
can-
near.
He been here a
I
while,
bet.
folks. Pert near. I bet pert near that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. I said all y'all to the boys one
All
time.
y'all.
And they were like, they stopped.
How many is that?
They stopped. Well, that's more than one. See, it's y'all can be one, but all y'all, that's all y'all. That's
All y'all, yeah.
everybody. It's all y'all.
Actually, we got talking about it. Amanda was just messaging, and she's watching the show, and she said it's been a lot more than 4 years. The restaurant burned down 4 years ago, and I was a couple of years before
Okay.
that.
Wow.
Time flies when you're having fun.
It does. It
Exactly.
does.
Time's fun when you're having flies.
Yeah.
Time's fun
What?
when you're eating flies. You get that little catch in your throat, kind of like a spider
Kind of like a spider. That's right. Just a little one.
with wings.
Well, it could have been that. Could
my
have been a little fly, a little
my
gnat.
turn to
I don't know.
have
A little
fun.
gnat. Could have been. I don't know. But something made me cough last night. So,
Anyway,
Now that we got them way off track.
yeah.
what were we talking
totally
about?
knocked them off the rails. But over the years that we've been doing this, it's been to be the public service that we kind of saw it as being able to help people. People stop you; they know who you are. And even those that watch the show all the time, listen to the show all the time. It's still the first question: how's the market? How's the
Yeah.
market? You wear your name tag. People who don't know, oh, you're in real. Well, how are things going? Because whether they're interested or not, it's just how the economy is doing. It's how the nation is doing with how they tie that in with how the real estate market
Exactly.
is doing. Because it's such a big driver of the economy. That was why when they raised the interest rates, when they were trying to figure out what to do with inflation, they raised it on rent, on the interest rate on loans, and that's what it was. It was the biggest hit was on homes. It affected some commercials, but not as much. Some commercial properties, residential is really what they were looking to slow down. Didn't work out quite the way it did because the prices have maintained where they were. If anything, gone up a little bit this year, but the volume's down. Linda sent me a piece nationwide. The volume's down like 19%. That's a big.
That's
Yeah.
a big jump.
That's a big
what they-
amount of houses that aren't selling.
Yeah.
and what they were wanting to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They wanted. Well, no. What they wanted to happen was the prices to fall. The prices haven't fallen, but the volume is down. When you look over year, it's up every year. Here, I can't speak for any other market. If you're here from someplace else, you go, oh yeah, we should have been in Dallas. We got crushed. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I know how we are here because people want to come here. You come to see us. Perfect.
Right.
I mean us. I didn't mean this
Yeah,
us. I meant
sure.
us.
What has the biggest effect on real estate pricing? Supply and demand?
Supply and demand. Yeah. And we're starting to find more new projects coming in. There's going to be more new homes being built. You got them right over here on Arkansas, those new homes that are going in there. And I think they must be selling pretty good because they're moving right along over there.
They started pushing roads on this other spot.
They are, and that's going to be happening pretty soon. I can say that. And there's others, spots where you're going to see little groups of houses. People are taking the chance. After '08, and the builders got spanked
Yeah.
with being stuck with houses.
Yeah.
Nobody, before that, there were people who would build spec houses
Yeah.
and then sell them. Well, after '08, then that was it for here. And the rest of the country, again, we're all, it's like all politics are local, all real estate is local. And nobody was building spec houses. Well, now they are again. So that's a good sign. I mean, there was a couple of guys built a few over in Indian Creek a year or so ago, and as soon as they broke ground,
They were sold.
they were gone.
Yeah.
So that the potential is there. So I think that we'll see more of that. I think, like I say, I think these houses over here in Arkansas are a good level of seeing how things are going to go.
Yeah, it's a good barometer. of
Yeah.
How things
That's
are
what I
swinging.
wanted was barometer. But
It's been
yes.
it's been a long time since Mountain Home, Baxter County in general, has had a influx of spec homes
Yeah.
Yeah.
because and even currently they'll start out as a spec home, but they'll turn into a custom because people will buy them up. Like you said, in Indian Creek, they were just barely out of the ground, and the whole interiors were custom out.
Right.
So it's a welcome market. We're glad that's coming back, and I hope it stays for a while.
Well, and that's where a lot of the houses went. I mean, in 21, 22, a lot of rent houses got absorbed into the residential market. People were getting a lot of money for what they had paid very little for some years earlier,
Yeah.
had been renting for a long time, and were able to take the profits of selling the house. Well, oh yeah, fine. I don't have to deal with renters anymore. I'll take that money and go. And there were a lot of those that went. There were VRBOs that converted back to residential homes. That's where the market, that's how the numbers came down and how many homes were available. There's a lot of people that moved here, and when we do community service and things like that of different events and stuff, we need to remember that there's, if we're selling 30 houses a week, 25 of them are from somebody that's never been here.
Yeah.
Or, they came here on vacation, whatever the case may be, but they don't know. So you may make a comment about the Salvation Army and people not know where it's at. And that's something I think we need to be better at as far as just reminding people where things are. We talk about ASU. They probably know where that is by now if they've been into town at all, but or Cotter. But some of the different events that go on, chili suppers, things like that, where that actually is. They say the Buford Firehouse is like, okay, and
Right.
that is. So that was one of the things that I had people comment to me about. It's like, they talk about all these great things, or you read something in the paper, they don't always have where it is. People, like I say, I've had guys call me down by Reese and say, well, yeah, well, I'm out past the old Smith farm. And I'm thinking, dude, I don't know where the new Smith farm is, let alone where the old Smith farm is.
Let's take a look at your numbers.
This week in real estate,
Please hold.
go on. There were 38 new listings come on the market.
Technology.
3 commercial properties, 8 parcels of land, 27 homes came on the market. They range in price from $99,000 to $1.1 million. There were 30 sales, 1 commercial property, 8 parcels of land, 21 homes sold. They range in price from $45,000 to $439,000. So the average sale price this week was $221 with 66 days on market. So 66 days, that's moving right along. That's stuff that comes on the market, it's ready to go and priced well. We're starting the realization of what prices are going to be. People still want to come here, but they're not getting as much for their home where they were, so they don't want to spend as much when they get here. 5 properties expired. There were 34 residential price changes. So that kind of gives you an idea. That's 10% of the market because there's 332 homes on the MLS. Year to date, for 2023, there's been 1,040 homes have sold. The average sale price this year is $228,000 with 85 days on market. Last year, there'd been 1,155 homes that sold with an average sale price of $222,000 with 80 days on market. So it was faster, less money. It's a little longer, but they're getting more money for them now. And in 21, there was 1,193 homes that sold with an average sale price of $201,000. In 2020, there had been 1,247 homes that sold. That was the year of COVID, and that was when people were just buying stuff sight unseen, didn't care. 1,247. So that's where a lot of the inventory went to, and we got down to about 100 for a while, and now to be over 300. That's where you're getting. There's a lot more supply. There's demand, but it's the only way that's going to happen is the prices are going to come down, and that's just market factors. That's all they are. And in 2019, before COVID, there had been 1,124 homes that sold for $149,000 was the average sale price then. So it kind of shows where the market is going, that it's been going up. I think we'll see it settle down a little bit. I know some of the appraisers were talking about that we're starting to see prices settle in a little bit, and they're able to get better comps, because for a while the comps weren't keeping up with where the prices were. And we're starting to see all that settle down a little bit.
How do they get you?
Best thing you can do is call my honey. Call my Linda. She's at 870-405-0793. Check out the website, retiredtoarkansas.net. The cameras are on there. There's a bunch of information on there. The whole MLS is on there. But give her a call. She does all the scheduling and everything. If you call me, we'll have a pleasant conversation, but I'm going to say you got to talk to Linda because I don't know when we can go. Just being honest with you. Front of the house, back of the house type things. Yeah. That's what she does. But she's at 870-405-0793.
This has been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora, the Z-Team, Century 21 Lemack Realty. 870-405-0793 is our number. retiredtoarkansas.net is our website. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. They're busy, but never too busy to help you. We'll be back in just a moment.